Are you interested in getting a large EIN only business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank with bad or fair credit? I think you should because Fifth Third Bank is a great bank, and right now, check this out. They're having very low APRs for business lines of credit and business loans, especially with EIN only. So you're going to love today's conversation. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you're to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about how to get a large EIN only business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank with bad or fair credit. Now, the first thing you need to do is to create a relationship. You got to have a relationship. I don't care whether you have a bad credit or fair credit. If you're trying to get a humongous EIN only business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank, you need to park some of your cash with them. If you have some moolah, some cash sitting somewhere, you want to put a little bit of it here with Fifth Third Bank. Okay? They need to eat a little bit of your money as well. If you want to eat their money, they better eat your money as well. And what do I mean? Seriously, you need to have either a checking account, a savings account, or any other types of service with them. Okay, so Fifth Third Bank has a constellation of bank accounts. So they have Fifth Third Business Standard checking accounts, Fifth Third Business Premium checking accounts, Fifth Third Business Elite checking accounts. So this is pretty good. And they also have a Fifth Third, they have what they call the IOTA accounts, but those are, if you contact them, they will explain things to you, right? Because they have additional checking account solutions. So that's for the checking accounts. Now let's talk about the business savings accounts and solutions with Fifth Third Bank. So they have what they call the relationship savings. That's for the business, okay? They also have money market accounts. They have business savings. They have CDs, okay? They have business CDs. So those are certificates of deposit. And the cool thing here is that Fifth Third Bank has a very competitive APYs right now. When we speak about APYs, we mean annual percentage yield, okay, as opposed to the APR, which is the annual percentage rate. So basically, APY is just the interest that they charge. They are not charging you interest; they are giving you on your money. So this is something you need to know. So you need to create a relationship. Very important. And as you start creating a relationship, as you start to cultivating a rapport with Fifth Third Bank, step number 2, you need to get to know Fifth Third Bank for real. Like, I'm not talking about just having an account with them and just let the money sit in the account and just go about your business. Literally, no. You need to get to know Fifth Third Bank. My question to you is that, do you know Fifth Third Bank? Have you heard about them? You probably did. You probably did not. And if you have, what kind of services do you think they can actually do for you? How can they add value to your business? If you have not, well, I got news for you. Fifth Third Bank is based in Ohio, and they have a strong branch network across 10 states in the Midwest, Southwest, and Southeast. Okay? But the cool thing here is that they lend nationally. This is why we're talking about them, because we cover mostly national banks or the mega regional banks. So Fifth Third Bank, even though they're based in 10 states, they lend nationally. And so one thing you need to understand here is that there are some pros and cons when it comes to Fifth Third Bank. So what are the pros and cons here? So with their pros, you have access to more than 50,000 ATMs across the country. This is pretty good. You have a monthly fee on savings, which is waived for the first 6 months. So if you have the ability to have so many ATMs, you might be thinking, well, I'm here to get a business line of credit. But guess what? once you get the line of credit, you might want to withdraw part of it to pay some local suppliers, whatever. So if you have an ATM nearby, this is pretty cool. All right. And also the fact that you have a very low, I would say a low catalog of fees on their checking and savings account. This is pretty good. What about the cons here? Now, based on our research, we have seen that Fifth Third Bank is they're not very good at when it comes to overdraft fees. Like their systems are set up in such a way that they might charge you up to 5 times in a day the same overdraft fee. So you might get $37, $37, $37, $37, and $37 for the same transaction or a series of transactions. So this is just, I mean, this could be a minor thing for some people, but some entrepreneurs they found this very irritating. So those are things you need to know about. But overall, we believe that Fifth Third Bank is a solid bank for businesses across the United States, and especially if you're looking for a business line of credit, and you have bad credit or fair credit, and you're looking for an EIN only business line of credit. Step number 3, folks. If you want to get an EIN only business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank, you need to find a banker. So remember, step number 1, you need to create a relationship, right? So you choose your account. Step number 2, you need to get to know the bank for real. Number 3, now you want to schedule an appointment. You can actually schedule an appointment on the website, or you can call 1-877-534-2264. 1-877-534-2264. For if you call that number, actually they are available Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Saturdays they are also available, and the times are actually Eastern. Okay, they're also available via Twitter. So if you want to contact them through that platform, that's also okay. And so when you contact the banker, you need to be clear about what you want to talk about, right? Your business needs, your liquidity needs, what kind of cash you need and why you need the cash, your business vision, your business mission. That information, if you've done things right, should have been in your business plan. Okay, so you also want to think about the Fifth Third Bank services that your company might need, because you're not just having a conversation with a banker to let him or her know that he or she is gorgeous. No, you're calling them for something very serious here. And so after speaking to them about your business needs, after explaining to them that you need cash right now, you need a line of credit, and their line of credit is kind of cool for your business, and you explain to them their vision, let them see what kind of services they can offer you, they can add value to your business. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want to establish a relationship. You want to actually deepen the relationship that you have established with them, so that at the right time they can actually lend you, they can actually approve you for the business line of credit that you're looking for. And so while talking to the banker, make sure that you speak about beneficial ownership roles. This is important. Cash management solutions, HR and payroll. You also have merchant services. So this is not an exhaustive list of services that Fifth Third Bank offers, but I'll just give you an idea that when you have that conversation, make sure you're open, because they might actually have some services that you actually need, and you're currently right now maybe paying another service level agreement vendor for the same service that Fifth Third Bank offers, and you're probably paying more to that vendor. So it might make sense to actually transfer all the services to Fifth Third Bank, especially if you are thinking about applying for an EIN only business line of credit with them. Step number 4, folks. I want you to get your act together. If your goal is to get a business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank with EIN only, especially if you have bad or fair credit, listen, you need to get your act together. Let me ask you a question. This is the big decision time right now. Big decision time. How organized are you? Are you running a real business, or are you running a side gig? Let's get real here. Okay, don't lie to me. I mean, I'm speaking to you right now. When you start thinking, well, I'm interested in an EIN only business line of credit. Okay, this is pretty good, but Do you have a business? Have you incorporated? Or you just apply for an EIN and received from the IRS your number? Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because an EIN, let me just repeat, a lot of people make the mistake, and this is a killer. They believe that simply because they have an EIN, they can qualify for an EIN only, business loan or business line of credit. This is just so false. An EIN, let me just clarify things for you, okay? An EIN is simply a number that the IRS has assigned to you, to your business, so that you are not tempted to play games with the United States government when it comes to paying your taxes, your fair share of taxes. That's just all it is. It's just a company's social security number. So you have to beef up that EIN. You have to polish it. You have to strengthen it. Your EIN is only as strong as the company's balance sheet, all right? So don't think for a second that simply because you have an EIN, you are going to get a business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank. Doesn't work that way. You need to do things in a certain way. You need to incorporate. You want to forget about your sole proprietorship. If you are a sole proprietorship, you want to incorporate, become an LLC or S corp or C corp. You want to have a business plan. You want to have a certificate. You want to have a certification of beneficial owners. This is really important. We're showing this to you on the screen right now. And if you want to open an account, you want to have a business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank or any type of account from the bank, you need to fill out this form, certification of beneficial owners. This is for KYC purposes. This is for regulatory purposes. You need to also have your licenses and permits. Getting your act together means you need to have all those things ready. You need to have your articles of incorporation. This is if you are a corporation, or your articles of organization if you're an LLC or LP. You also need to set up your account, your accounting. You need to think about your financial statements. All this kind of stuff, you need to do it beforehand, before you even contact the banker to apply. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about how to get a massive EIN only business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank with bad or fair credit. This is kind of mouthful. This title is a mouthful. But number 5, I want you to understand Fifth Third Bank line of credit. The line of credit I've been talking to you about, that line of credit, you need to really, really understand it. First of all, what is a line of credit? A line of credit is basically a lifeline for your business during times of change and cash flow fluctuations. Very simple. In everyday English, this is just, it works like a credit card. You have money that's sitting in the bank, and if you need it, you just use it. And it is ideal for short-term funding needs. And it's kind of similar to a credit card you can use for any business expense. The only difference is that a business line of credit is actual cash. This is why earlier I was speaking to you about the geographical expanse of Fifth Third Bank. In other words, in terms of their ATMs, because you can withdraw actually money from your business line of credit for if you want to pay local vendors, for example. Let's say you got your car repaired and the mechanic wants to be paid in cash. Well, you can do that, right? So with the business line of credit, you can manage day-to-day business needs. You can access funds to meet short-term working capital needs, such as inventory purchases, future project costs, or company payroll. You can take advantage of immediate business opportunities, right? This is pretty good. You can pay for equipment repair and upgrade. You can meet seasonal business needs. I'm speaking here about everything from, let's say, payroll. You can cover overhead. You can maintain normal business activities. You can also finance initiatives or marketing campaigns to attract new customers and generate additional revenue through expanded business or sale. Okay, so when we talk about Fifth Third Bank, they have 2 types of lines of credit. They have the unsecured line of credit, and here you can access up to $100,000. And because the line of credit is unsecured, interest rates are usually higher than a secured line of credit. Okay, so and you can access up to $100,000 in less than 5 days. No collateral is necessary for approval. And then you have the secured line of credit. Here you can actually also, the limit is also No, actually, here the limit is higher than $100,000 because you're actually collateralizing the loan, right? So they're giving you more, and they actually also reducing the APR, and so this requires a business to pledge short-term assets as collateral to secure the loan, such as accounts receivable and inventory. Okay, something you need to know. And the business line of credit requirements, they want to have business and personal tax returns, bank statements, financial statements like a balance sheet and P&L, business and personal credit score, and some form of ID. Step number 6, folks, you want to explore your options. What do I mean by that? You want to discuss with your banker, right? So when you have a conversation with the banker here, you are, of course, you are interested in having an EIN only massive business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank with poor or fair credit. Okay. But what if you don't get approved for this line of credit? You got to have a backup plan. Don't tell me you don't have a backup plan. You need to have a backup plan because you never know. You're not controlling who approves or rejects your application. But one thing you do control is what? Is your backup plan. Your strategizing, your planning. Okay, so you want to discuss with your banker to have a better idea of what your options are. For example, you can explore co-signing or co-borrowing, right? What about a secure credit card or a secure line of credit, for example? Okay, so when we talk about credit card, actually, when we talk about options with Fifth Third Bank, they even offer a Fifth Third commercial card. And here, so they have a business credit card with a maximum limit of $1 million. Okay, and basically $1 million. And with this card is fantastic. Okay, it's really fantastic. You have in-depth reporting tools, convenient program administration. You can set individual and departmental spending limits. You can charge purchases back to a designated account. You can assign pre-established spending limits, and so on and so forth. It's just fantastic. It's a long list, a long catalog of benefits. And the only thing is they require a minimum spend of $350,000 per year, rather, right, to avoid a $250 annual fee. So the card comes with a $250 annual fee. But if you want to actually avoid that, you need to actually spend at least $350,000. Remember that the commercial card, this card, the Fifth Third commercial card, is paid in full, so revolving balances are not allowed. What are the other lending options here with Fifth Third Bank? You have SBA financing. Okay, this is good. They have also real estate loans. They have additional financing in case you're not interested in a real estate loan or SBA financing. They have the Green Sky program, which allows you to close more sales with fast, paperless consumer financing. And then they have the Apple Pie Capital, where you're able to build your franchise with financing made easy. So this is more like for franchise financing. For if you have any question, contact Fifth Third Bank right away. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you clearly about how to get approved for a business line of credit from Fifth Third Bank. You have to create a relationship. You need to get to know Fifth Third Bank. You need to find a banker. You need to actually get your act together. You need to understand Fifth Third Bank, the line of credit that you are interested in, right? And number 6, you need to explore your options. So that's the recap here. Thank you so much, folks, for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.